Daredevil returns. That's Jared Dillinger na kanyang unang dalawang laro sa kupunan ng Meralco. Only had 10 minutes and 2 points and on the average. But in the last game, with 23 minutes, he tallied 10 points and 4 assists. And more importantly, yung significance ng kanyang contribution that gave way to the win of Meralco dito sa pangalawang laro po ng ating semifinals. At sabi pa nga niya hindi pa ako 100%. Pero
nakakatakot to.
Given the confidence by his teammates and of course, Coach Ryan Gregorian. Erica Padilla has a story on Jared.
Part of the Bolts. He wants to build deeper chemistry as soon as possible as he knows that his experiences in championships can assist Meralco dito sa semis. Hindi naman daw masyado mahirap ang transition as Meralco is under the MVP group at pareho lang naman daw halos ang kanilang mga plays. Gusto lang din daw niyang i-prove din that the humbling experience he had sa aksidente did make him lose focus and that he can still deliver sa court. Balik sa inyo.
Well, maraming salamat Erica. Defeated basket by Mario West. Kami naman Eric, hindi nag-aalala kay Jared Dillinger. Kasi nga, Jedi yan.
Kulang na lang yung parang yung rope niya, no?
At saka yung kanyang lightsaber. Amantala, DJ Simon will use the baseline pero maagawa ni J.R. Reyes. Makakumpleto pa rin sa ating Salvacion. As ang ranchada po na kupunan ng Meralco patuloy mula first quarter. They kick out. Macmac Cardona. Step back. Three is good.
Macmac Cardona again living up to the billing na talagang isang matinding scorer for Meralco hitting that corner 3-point shot.
This action-packed ball game witnessed by a sea of orange and an ocean of blue. Ating Smart Araneta Coliseum. Sa dami po. Lagi nga mga fans sa magkabilang kumanan. Suddenly, 10-point ball game. Favorite Meralco. PJ Simon gusto taplasin niya pero minis ang kanyang jumper. And Jared Dillinger. Siya na rin ang atake against 4. Layup niya! Hindi pumasok. Naatala ng depensa nitong si Marcus Blakely. Alex Palyari. Siya naman!
This guy is actually the surprise package of Coach Stimpon. Of course, we've seen big games from Alex Palyari, but here in the playoffs, he's actually playing a key role. Not only is he scoring, he's playing good defense on Jared Dillinger.
And that, considering the fact that he actually came off the bench, unlike the first two games when he started para kay Coach Stimpon, mas effective yan coming off the bench. Though, babalik mula itong si Mark Maroca and James Yap para palitan si PJ Simon and Val Acuña. So, Alex and Mark Maroca will play together sa backcourt po ni Coach Steve Brown. Sunday, Salvacion, malakas yung kanyang stress. Natin with 2 seconds remaining. But J.R. Reyes with the recovery, traveling din ang tatawag sa kanya.
Great defensive stop there by Sammy Coffey. Kahit nakakuha naman offensive rebound si J.R. Reyes, at least they were able to prevent the putback.
Mapapansin nyo po yung mga nakaupang players ng Meralco at even their fans wearing t-shirts that say ngayon na. Looking for that elusive trophy para po sa Meralco franchise. Alam po naman natin yan, yung mga mag-aaral ng basketball so panahon ng Mika. One of those dominating things.
Don't make the mistake of asking me about the Mika. I wasn't born yet, Rado.
Pareho tayo.
Inuunahan na kita.
Naririnig lang natin mga students of the game.
Definitely. We idolize those players who started it all for Philippine basketball.
Jared Dillinger, ito definitely hindi ba pinanganak ng mga panahon yan. Patuloy nga kanyang pagransyada rito. Gaya po natin binabagin. Immediately 100%. But his impact is very much felt by the Meralco Bolts. Double team on Marcos. Almost traveled. Midware sa pa rin. And he'll be called. Yung parang tatawag rather on Mario West.
Number 17, Mario West. His second foul. First two foul for the Bolts. 2 free throws for Marcus
Blakely still operating underneath. Alam mo si Blakely, for his size, you would expect him to take a perimeter jumper. Normally when you play in the States, because of his size. Pero dito kahit lahat puro low post lang siya and open court. Ako, grabe, actually an explosive player. Now he's making free throws and that's going to be big for Marcus Blakely tonight.
Well, he should really realize that. At kailangan pagtuon niya ng pansin yun. He should be taking extra free throws at practice. Kailangan niya gawin. Dahil ang dami talaga yung binibigay sa kanya na pagkakataon.
20 plus.
At sa di kita na laban na ito, maahalaga ang bawat minutes. Ralphie Rivas finishes with a nice assist coming from Marcus Blakely. And what was once a 10-point lead, ngayon po, 4 na puntos na lamang ang namamagitan, although Meralco still on top, 29-25. Tignan po tayo sa Smart Araneta Coliseum habang nakikita natin Benji Santiago and Jale Escobar sa DZSR 918 PBA Radio po yan. Kasama ng ating pasasalamat sa ating mga FM radio partners, 90.7 Love Radio, 101.1 SFM at 96.3 Easy Rock. Kasama ang ating Commissioner Attorney Chito Salud, ang ating PBA Media Bureau Chief na si Willie Marshall, and of course Mr. Ricky Santos ng PBA Office. Still a low-scoring ballgame, 29-25, but Sanming on a run here. Kaya napatawag ng timeout si Coach Ryan Gregorio. Mintis pa coming from the timeout para sa kupunan ng Meralco. And Sanming is inching closer. They go to Joe Devans against Juknadan. Nice move, hindi na ipasok, pero sa recovery nandun si Marcus Blakely. Kinapos lamang yung kanyang tira at makukuha ni Mac Cardona. Siya ang kakaripas against 4 defenders. Iikot. Favorite shot for him is not good. James Champ, magmamadali. Nakita, Baroka, libre, presyon!
A good push by James Yapiso Baroka on the right corner for a nice 3-point shot. Alam mo, yung Sanming Coffee, these are the things that they really need, especially to be able to hit that open jump shot.
And it's only a 1-point ball game as Sanming Coffee inches closer dito mo sa second quarter. The same fluidity in the offense of Meralco in the first quarter. Nawala na din sa second. Mac Cardona umatake sa loob. Mintis yun. At pagkakataon nito ng Sanming Coffee na finally makakuha ng laban. Di pa po nila natin tikman niya dito sa laban na ito. Marcus Blakely with the left. Ayaw. Second serving. Wala. But he was far from behind. And that would bring Marcus back to the free throw line. Hope to tie or give the lead to Sanming Coffee Mixers. Second foul para dito kay Mac Cardona.
Scary moment yun because ang nasa harapan niya si Ugnatan already has 2 fouls. Can you imagine kung natawagan pa siya ng pangatlo, buti na lang kay Cardona binigay.
Erica Padilla has a story on the Meralco Bulls. Erica?
Team Captain Chris Ross actively reminding the team nung huddle to sprint back ng mabilis. Kailangan daw nilang bilisan makabalik dahil matutulin din ang kabila at mahirap maabutan kapag hindi pa sila nakaposisyon. Balik sa inyo?
Well, papakita niya Erica sapagkat nasa loob na po ngayon itong si Chris Ross. Pero ang kalabangan, nakakuha na po ng Sanming Coffee their first lead of the game at 30-29. Cliff Hodge, pintis yung kanyang running jumper. Pero he hasn't established the position yet. Kaya naman, ang bola, babalik na naman sa Sanming Coffee.
Malaking bagay dito. Sanming Coffee is doing a good job boxing out and controlling the offensive rebounds of Meralco.
Caught off guard right now itong depensa ng kupunan ng Meralco as nahahayaan nilang mapatakbo ng Sanming ang kanilang half-court offense. Baroka will use the Joe Devans pick and the Blakely pick. He'll go to Malyari. Baseline drive! Sinapan ni Cliff Hodge pero ikinatang ating mga referees as a goal-tending violation.
Alex Malyari, ang ganda talaga ng kanyang performance here in the second, actually the first half, pumasok si Malyari, ang ganda na kagad ng nagiging resulta. Dito nga sila nakahabol at lumamang pa in the game.
That was a good, easy call actually. Pagkat mababa na yung layup ni Alex Malyari. Chris Ross, nakita si Mario West! Ang layup na lang, but it was a strong drive for Mario West.
I thought he was going to go for that dunk, pero kita mo naman, there's that hand time move. I just made sure with a nice finger roll.
James from outside, malakas yun. Sa tapikan makukuha pa rin Marcus Blakely, who was hacked by Chris Ross. Una pa lamang ito para kay Chris Ross. At back to free throw shooting time para kay Marcus Blakely. 7 out of 10. Actually, after missing his first 3, hindi na namin test. Ito si Marcus Blakely, ha? Tignan po natin itong power rebound na yan. Itong si Alex Malyari at po sa atin ng Rexona men with 50% more long-lasting protection so you can do more.
Tatanong ko sana siya, sigurado ko ba si Blakely hindi ka nagpalit ng import ang Sanming Coffee?
Mukhang hindi, yung pa rin ang buhok eh.
grabe yung improvement ng kanyang free throws. That's something that will definitely help Sanmin Coffee in this ballgame.
Umatake si Cliff Hodge that time, matatawagan ng foul. A guy was just trying to help dun sa kanilang defensive rotation. Mark Baroka ang matatawagan ng ating mga referees. Cliff Hodge, napupunan natin ito, partner. In this conference, his range lumayo na ng lumayo, and the confidence of taking those outside shots nandun na for Cliff Hodge.
Well, he's been working on that in practice. He knows that if you cannot be just a defensive player or a guy who would always just dive for loose balls, you need to be a threat from the outside.
Marcus Blakely, nakikita po naman natin ang kanyang numero. 13 and 14. First 2 quarters pa lamang po yan. At huwag kayong magtataka sa kanyang free throw shooting. 9 of 12. Yung kanyang unang 3 minutes doon, yun na.
Yun
9 na sunod-sunod yun.
Yes, so malaking bagay. Ngayon, tumira pa ng perimeter jumper pero he overshoots it.
Nakukuha naman ni Chris Ross. He'll wait for his teammates. Nakita si Lugnatan. Nice break and a finish with the right for Reyna Lugnatan.
Well, nawala doon ang depensa na Sanmin Coffee. They actually forgot Reyna Lugnatan was just lurking under the basket.
And Coach Tim Cone is definitely unhappy with that development dahil nakapagtala na sila ng 3-point lead at sa isang iglap, binawi na rin ang Meralco. Full timeout, tatawagin po ni Coach Smart Araneta Coliseum sa laban ng Meralco at Sanmin Coffee. And when we talk about free throw shooting in this conference, hindi maaaring hindi kasali sa usapan si Marcus Blakely.
Kaya nga, you know why? Because everyone is expecting Blakely to make those free throws, but it's actually impressive right now, 9 out of 12. And this is going to be good because Blakely normally would have problems with his free throws because it becomes a mental game already. Now, his confidence is sky high, and he's hoping that it carries on to the second half.
And Erica has a story on Blakely's free throw shooting.
Marcus Blakely is doing everything but the free throw. Well, that's before this game. Pero kanina sabi niya, hindi rin daw niya maintindihan kung bakit naging problema niya yun sa previous na mga laro. If only I knew, then it wouldn't be a problem, dinagdag pa niya. Pero ngayon nakikita natin na gumaganda na ang kanyang mga tira. Susi daw siguro ang kanyang hindi na lang masyadong pag-iisip at tira na lang ng tira. Balik sa inyo.
Tama ka eh. It could be yung mas relax ka na gawin na lamang yung what he usually does sa kanyang free throw shooting. At hindi na maging mind game. Well, coming from the timeout, nakatras kagad si Mark Baroka. Pero bumawi dito si John Wilson with ito. So tabla po tayo. First time in the game na may tabla. At may sutot. May nakaw. Si Cliff Hodge. He was trying to slam that one home. Pero sinabayan siya doon ni Marcus Blakely.
Grabe yun. Grabe naman yung talon talaga ng Blakely. May full speed. Cliff Hodge off the steal. You would expect na talagang easy dunk. Hindi na siya abutin, pero for some reason, I don't know where Blakely came from. He erased that shot, although he committed that foul, but he's sending a statement, and that's the most important thing there. Cliff Hodge will not get easy baskets off those steals.
Medyo bumagal si Cliff dahil kumuha siya ng buwelo. Yun yung pagkakataon na makahabol itong si Marcus Blakely. It was clean actually upstairs, pero yung kamay niya, yun yung tumama dito sa mecha ni Cliff Hodge.
Nakakatakot din yung bagsak ni Cliff Hodge doon because it wasn't pretty when he fell on the floor.
From the free throw line, kompleto ang dalawa para kay Cliff Hodge to bring the lead back to the Meralco Bulls 39-37. Kung ano ang baba ng score natin noong ating first quarter, dito nag-pick up na sa second quarter, kumikinis na ang shooting na magkabilang kupunan. Pumasok yung layup ni James but it won't count. At nasa baba pa lamang, sabi ng mga referees, instead they will be calling the third on John Wilson. Jody Vance will look once again for James. James against John. One-hander, layup niya, hindi pumasok. And James missing miserably in this ball game. Given the chances, ayaw talaga pumasok.
Ayaw talaga pumasok. And normally, James Yap would make those shots. He just has to keep on trying. At least he's always a threat, trying to create, at least ma-attract man lang niya yung depensa. With that, baka makakuha sila ng even offensive rebound.
Mark Baroka nakawala, pa-boarding. Swak na swak.
This guy is really playing big. Aside from Alex Malyari, coming off the bench, this guy starting off the game. Mark Baroka scoring a lot for Sanmin Coffee.
We're tied at 39. Aba si Chris Ross ang atake, ibinaba ang balikat, offensive foul ang itatawag on Chris Ross.
What can you say, Rado, about a guy who's scoring and at the same time making stops and drawing offensive fouls? Mark Baroka actually leading the way for Sandvik here in the second period.
And not only span, hindi lamang itong binabantayan niya na si Chris Ross, he's even helping out and trying to contain bigger guys. Kanina nakita natin he was helping out at Cliff Hodge, even at Mario West.
He's all over the floor, and the intensity of these players right now is pretty evident how desperate they can be, especially in game number 3.
Yung pasa ni Mark Baroka, may kababaan, hindi na nakakuha. Ito si Marcus Blakely, so it'll be a turnover. Papabor po sa kupunan ng Meralco with 3 minutes and 20 here in an action-packed first 2 quarters of play. Bugnatan, makikita ni Mike Cortez. Blakely, nandun ka agad. Pumasik Cliff Hodge, hindi na ibigay yung pasa. 6 seconds to go in the shot clock. Mahagod doon si Bugnatan, nakasabal. At ang tapik, makukuha pa ni James Yap. James on the run. Nakita si Joe Devan. 3 for 3. Hindi pumasok. At sa tapikan, may loose ball foul on John Wilson. And that would be the 4th on John Wilson.
He couldn't really get going because he was saddled with 4 personal fouls, and we're still here in the second period.
Handa na magpapalit doon si John Wilson, pero hindi naka-report niya agad doon si Jared Dillinger. So mananatili po sa loob ito si Wilson. Pull-up jumper. Mark Baroka misses. Rebound makuha ni Wilson as he gave it dito kay Mike Cortez. Balik kay Cunha. Good question naman yung Hugnatan. This time it's Joe Devance. May double team. Paigot ang bola. Ikakasa ni John Wilson. Ilalapit. Hindi pumasok. And Marcus Blakely will once again collar that rebound. 15th rebound. Ang pasa makuha ni Robbie Rivers who will finish.
Transition points here by Simon Kobe. This is what's really helping them. One thing that Meralco would have to watch is those transition points and those fast break points, because that's what actually kept them abreast in the first 2 games.
Ang Sandvik Kobe, talagang nabubuhay nga yan sa kanilang mga points coming off those turnovers. Mike Cortez, handing it off sa reverse sa makaluhan ni Cliff Hodge.
Bihirang-bihira na nga natin makakita ng wide open under goal shot. At doon nga lang because nagmula po yun sa napakagandang pasa.
Another nice pass by Joe Devance, but Rafi Rivers unable to finish. May kuha pa, Mario West. Mario West attacks. Babalik sa kanya. Tatlo ang sumalubong, ibabalik ni Mario West. Hindi nakbaba itong si Cliff Hodge. So kulang ang mga mama nitong Meralco Bolts. 7 seconds in the shot clock. They'll go to the cool can. Pwede sa kanyang tira, makukuha pa nito si Rafi Rivers. Marcus Blakely against the double team. Ako, mabibilis transition defense, kaya hindi maka-atake. Itong dalawang brand. James Yap nakawala, and finally, pasok ang atake nitong si James Yap. May foul pa na nakuha. And it would be on Cliff Hodge. Apat na rin.
Critical yan because Wilson, key player, 4 foul. John Wilson, may naman Cliff Hodge, 4 na rin ang kanyang foul. James Yap, relentless. He keeps on attacking that basket.
Ang sinasabi ni Coach Ryan doon at saka ni team manager, nasaan yung contact? Wala rin nga tayo nakita ron.
May naman.
Dagdag pa, they were trying to call the attention of the referees on the alleged offensive foul na ibinigay, o alleged illegal pick na ibinigay kay John Wilson. Samantala, 30-second timeout. Itatawag po na kumpuna ng Meralco as Sandvik once again posts their biggest lead of the game at 3 points.
I was expecting actually, Rado, when you said biggest lead in the game, 3 points lang pala, because you know what, it's actually that tight. This game, 3 points is already a luxury for any team, especially now that the defenses are extremely tight.
Go for that penetration again.
Dami mga players ng early foul trouble. First half pa lamang po tayo. There are players with 4 personal fouls on Meralco's side. There's John Wilson, there's Cliff Hodge na tig-4. On the side naman ang pula ng Sanming, 3 ang tig-3 naman dyan. Mark Pinggrace, kasama itong si Baroka pala ay 2 lamang. So, si Mark Pinggrace lamang ang may 3 personal fouls on the side of Sanming Coffee. Mario West, naiwanan. Habulin muli ni James, naiwanan muli. Rafi Ribis naman. Pombreno, bigot! Ang ganda ng kawalan doon ni Mario West, but he was unable to connect. But got a foul instead.
You know, game number 2, I noticed that Mario West was taking a lot of step-back jumpers kasi hindi nga siya makapasok in the shaded area. But so far, in this first half alone, you know, I've noticed that he took less jumpers from the outside. He's actually going straight to the basket.
Habang nakikita po natin, itong mga fans ng Meralco, gaya na po na pinapakita natin, yung na nakasulat na kayo na. Gusto na lang maging kampiyon dito po sa PBA at kasama ng kanilang pahiya yung orange nila na wing.
Ganda ng wing, no?
Oo. Alex Palyari, atake na naman kanina. Nakatatlong layup na nakuha yan. Ngayon, namitin yung kanyang layup na yun. 16 seconds in the first half. Sanming now has the upper hand. Pero bola po na kumuna ng Meralco. Mario West, uubusin na ito. Patay na po ang ating shot clock. Kung makarinig ng pito, ibinato na lamang. Mark Baroka will collect his 3rd personal foul, but it will be a non-shooting foul. So 4.1 ang natitirang oras para sa plan ng Meralco. Baylor last attempt. 3-point shot ang pinakawala ni Mario West. Hindi pumasok yun. So the first 2 quarters end with Sanming Coffee on top 44-42 in a very exciting and action-packed ball game. Game number 3 between Sanming Coffee and Meralco Boys. Magpapatuloy ang aksyon sa aming pagbalik.